Welcome to Roleplay Cafe. It's Dale again for another live RPGA Day 2025. Day 21, Prompt Unexpected. Oh, this was unexpected. Well, unexpected to me is a lot of one of the primary ingredients and focuses we wanted to instill into the Dark Age of Man formula, as it were. Myself, I have a certain look at the hobby, as in the things that I remember, that I believe that we remember most, are the unexpected things that occur. When things are, there's nothing wrong with modules and anything like that, but there's a certain aspect to them that they are preconceived, and even though they can be flexed and manipulated somewhat, there's a bit of contrivance about them that may sometimes force not only the characters but the story in a direction that it wouldn't naturally maybe proceed. So when you feel as players that tug in a different way, I mean, I know the world acts or should act independently of what is happening to the players, and it should go along a course, so there's larger triggers that are happening, and the players are inside of that, inside of a module, but a lot of times it is a little bit to coerce or guide you down a certain path, right? So everything has to hit all the right notes and beats to feel less contrived, to feel like you have agency as a player, that you're going down the path of your own accord without feeling that you're being like guided or steered in a certain direction, because it's like a lie. When somebody tells you a lie, even if it's a white lie, you kind of know it's a lie, but you let it pass, let it slip. We do the same things, to my view, in games. I'll go there because this is where we should go, right? So you feel like you're on a path, and you kind of expect the jump scare, or you expect this and that to happen according to a formula, like a Disney formula with their cartoons, or any myriad of movies that you may have watched that follow a certain formula. We got to have this happen, and we got to have that happen, and we got to check all these boxes. And that is the negative to me aspect of predictive or prescripted play, that unfortunately you feel that contrivance, and that it is not indicative, or it doesn't evoke many situations or opportunity to be surprised genuinely by the unexpected. The whole thing in the Dark Age of Man, when you're playing with the random seeds, it surprises the presenter, or version of the GM, because he's just presenting the world, and he's naive. He's a naive narrator, and he will connect the dots. He or she, as you're playing, will connect the dots, and it surprises you. So it's unexpected. It's not coerced, or it doesn't have a feeling. I didn't see that coming. This is really interesting. So the things that are unfolding, will engage you. And the same for the players. The players nothing survives the players. They're going to go off in whatever direction they want, and they're going to feel at liberty to do so. In Dark Age of Man, where you don't feel like you have to do any certain thing, there may be situations or consequences to your actions, negative, but you're essentially an independent agent for all intent and purposes as you play, and you can play as you feel led to play, or represent your character, and you'll go off in a direction that you think is something shiny. Well, things will unfold in front of you. It's not built toward putting up guide rails or leading you down a certain path, but letting you go where you want to, and then just rolling to find out things that may occur in front of you. And you go in that direction that makes sense in the context of the direction that you went in that area of the world or whatnot, right? So, and these things oftentimes are very unexpected and surprising, and they, to my mind, and my experience of play, are ultimately the most memorable because they come at you and blindside you, come at you sideways. You did not expect them, and that was, yeah, that was unexpected. So they have a tendency to remain in your mind longer than something you, well, I knew that was coming up, or now we come to the part of this, right? So kind of is on like a hamster wheel of mundanity, and you know, the same old, you kind of know the beats, the story beats that are going to hit or whatever. And we wanted to curb that as much as possible, just park that, sideline it, and let the players go where they want to, and let's see what unexpected things can happen. Anyway, I digress, and we'll see you tomorrow, okay? So y'all keep on keeping